Hello students, we have studied last period nucleophilic substitution reactions that are SN1 and SN2. Today we are going to study here another few nucleophilic substitution reactions. Why alkyl halide undergo a nucleophilic substitution reaction, that let us try to understand first. Suppose here if we take here like this substrate, here is a alkyl halide substrate, or we can take a methyl bromide, and when OH minus approach to this, what happens? A substitution takes place. A substitution takes place. Here during this substitution, why this substitution is called as a nucleophilic substitution, that let us try to understand. To understand that, we have to concentrate on this bond, carbon and bromine. As bromine is more electronegative, will carry a dextronegative charge. As a result, carbon atom will carry a dextra positive charge. So this will be a polar covalent bond having two polarities, negative and positive polarity. So here this central carbon atom will act as a electrophilic center, and this nucleophile will attack on this electrophilic center, so that in this substrate a nucleophile is substituted by another nucleophile, therefore without changing the hybridization of a central carbon atom. Here the hybridization of carbon atom is sp3. Its hybridization have not been changed. It is remained same, that is sp3 only. So therefore, when a nucleophile of a substrate is substituted by another strong nucleophile without changing hybridization of this carbon atom is called as a substitution reaction or a nucleophilic substitution reactions. Now let us try to understand. We have studied the different types of alkyl halides: primary, secondary and tertiary. So what is a rate of nucleophilic substitution reactions? So here a tertiary alkyl halides, rate of a nucleophilic substitution will be greater than secondary alkyl halide is again greater than a primary alkyl halide. So as far as a nucleophilic substitution reactions takes place, the tertiary alkyl halide will undergo faster reaction of a nucleophilic substitution than secondary than primary one. Okay, now we have a different alkyl halogens are also there. Suppose I have Ri, RBr and suppose RCl. So what will be the equation between them? Which alkyl halogen will undergo faster nucleophilic substitution reaction? Here we have taken a few three examples, so that this will be the proper order of substitution, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now we will move towards this chart, in which a few different nucleophilic substitution reactions are given here. The first nucleophilic substitution reaction let us consider, that is by using a aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH. So what we are going to learn by heart. Here alkyl halide, everywhere alkyl halide is taken. Only you people will keep in mind that for a preparation of this alcohol, here is a alcohol. To prepare alcohol from alkyl halide, only two reagents can be applied. The first one, either aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH. Anyone you can use there. Okay. Now let us take an example how to prepare different alcohols. suppose if I want to prepare ethyl alcohol from alkyl halide. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply I will draw an arrow, and in front of arrow a required alcohol, a structure of required alcohol I will draw. Immediately I will come to know that alkyl halide, which alkyl halide can be taken, that is ethyl halide can be taken. So that structure of ethyl halide will be a CH3 CH2Br, you can take Cl, anyone you can take that. Now this reagent you just only you have to put up here the reagent, heating sign, and a substitution will take place, and another byproduct that will be a NaBr. So like this way ethyl alcohol is prepared from ethyl bromide. This is a very simple reaction is there. So many reactions can be prepared by using a general reaction. Only you have to learn by heart, that is alkyl halide can be converted into alcohol by using only the reagent that is a strong alkali, aqueous strong alkali you have to use there. Aqueous strong alkali. Okay. Now suppose if I want to prepare N-propyl alcohol, I will take N-propyl halide. If I want to prepare a tertiary butyl alcohol, I can take here a tertiary butyl bromide, iodide, chlorine, anyone I can take. So each and every reaction, it is not necessary to learn by heart each and every reaction. Just only you will learn by heart there a general reaction. Okay. Now the next reagent we will try to understand, that is a sodium alkoxide. The sodium alkoxide, and let us take here a few examples of this sodium alkoxide. Suppose here example can be taken, that is dimethyl ether. Suppose I want to prepare a dimethyl ether. First of all, I will draw there a structure of dimethyl ether. Whatever product is asked in examination, you will draw there the arrow, immediately draw the structure of a alkyl halide. Okay. Now, which reagent we have to take there? Here are two reagents, that is alkyl halide and sodium alkoxide. Alkyl halide and sodium alkoxide. So, whenever you go to prepare ethers by using alkyl halide, the combination will be fixed. That is sodium alkoxide. That is sodium alkoxide. Okay. So that Rx you can take here any Rx. For example, I will take here a CH3Br plus NaOCH3 and heating sign. Okay. So that is alkyl halide is methyl bromide, and this is sodium methoxide. Sodium methoxide. These are the two reagents can be taken there. Now I will take a different example. Suppose I want to prepare here CH3O, CH2 and CH3. Now there will be a question in front of you. There are two options. And what are the two options? That let us try to understand. The first option, a CH3Br plus NaO, CH2 and CH3. Another option we have, that is a CH3O, Na plus Br and CH2 and CH3. Like this way, there are two options. But the first one is correct, second one is not correct. So what line you will learn by heart while preparing ethers, that a higher alkyl group you have to bring from always from a sodium alkoxide. This line you have to learn by heart while preparing ethers by using a alkyl halide. What we have to learn by heart? The higher alkyl group you have to always bring from a sodium alkoxide. That point we are going to discuss later on after completion of these examples of all these reactions. Okay, so like this way you will not prepare. The first reaction is correct, second one is wrong. Now we will move towards a third reaction. And the third reaction, what is prepared? Ester is prepared. For preparation of ester, alkyl halide is fixed. And another reagent, which reagent can be applied for the preparation of esters? That is silver carboxylate. Silver salt of carboxylic acid. Silver salt of carboxylic acid. Okay, now I want to prepare methyl acetate. What I want to prepare? Methyl acetate. So immediately what I will do? I will draw the structure of methyl acetate, so that sometime some students get difficulty while drawing the structure. So first of acetate, what is that? So acetic acid you can draw, and at the place of this hydrogen atom you can put up there methyl group. This will be methyl acetate. Okay, so this is a part of acetic acid and this is a alkyl group. So the common name of this compound will be methyl acetate, and IUPAC will be methyl ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. Okay, now the very simple part is there. This part of acid part you have to bring from silver acetate. So your alkyl group you have to bring from alkyl halide, that is, and our alkyl group is methyl, so that I can take a CH3Cl plus CH3 C double bond O AZ and heating sign, so that is methyl chloride, and here silver acetate is taken. So obviously another byproduct will be AgCl. In above reaction the byproduct is there NaBr. Here is also NaBr. Okay, in case of this, like this way you can prepare a methyl acetate. Let us see. Take another example. Suppose if I want to prepare ethyl acetate. So what will be the structure? What will be the change in structure? At the place of this methyl group, there will be C2H5 group. So from where this methyl group comes? From alkyl halide. I will take here a ethyl chloride or ethyl bromide or ethyl iodide. Okay. Third example can be taken here. Suppose if I want to prepare ethyl formate. Okay. So what I can do? I will draw here a ethyl acetate formic acid structure, and at the place of this hydrogen atom, whichever is attached to oxygen atom, will be replaced by C2H5 ethyl formate. So your alkyl halide will be CH3CH2Br plus silver, like this way can be taken there. Now we will move towards a further reaction, that is fourth reaction, that is a preparation of a primary amines. The preparation of a primary amine. And what is the proper reagent for the preparation of a primary amine? That Rx plus alcoholic ammonia is taken. Alcoholic ammonia, HNH2 means ammonia, alcoholic ammonia. So that a substitution of X by NH2 is called as a formation. This is a method of a preparation of a primary amine. So Rx, I will take here suppose CH3 CH2Br plus alcoholic ammonia is taken, so that we have got here a CH3 CH2 NH2 plus HBr. Okay, this you have to take in excess, you have to heat this. So which amine is prepared? Ethyl amine. Ethyl amine is for common name IUPAC. Ethanamine. Okay. So this is ethyl group, NH2 group, primary amino group is there, primary amino group is there. So that only one hydrogen atom is substituted by alkyl group. So this will be called as a primary amine. So common name is ethyl amine and IUPAC will be ethanamine. Okay. Now various other amines also can be prepared by using this. Suppose if I want to prepare N-propylamine, I will take here simple choice will be changing the only alkyl halide. That will be N-propyl bromide I will take here, and the reagent will be the same one. Now next fifth one is there, that is a potassium cyanide. Reagent is a potassium cyanide. By using a potassium cyanide we can prepare a cyanide, alkyl cyanides. So fifth reaction we can have here of a preparation of a cyanides. Fifth reaction I can write preparation of cyanide. Suppose if I want to prepare ethyl cyanide, so I will draw the structure of ethyl cyanide first. So I will take a ethyl bromide CH3Br plus, and reagent will be again same alcoholic KCl. Reagent will be alcoholic potassium cyanide. So we will get there ethyl cyanide, ethyl cyanide plus, and another reagent product will byproduct will be potassium bromide. Like this way various cyanides we can change alkyl group and prepare a different types of cyanides. Only one example reaction is taken. Now the sixth one is there, and in the sixth one which reagent is taken? Silver cyanide is taken. In a sixth one, a silver cyanide I will explain a silver cyanide. Suppose here ethyl bromide plus AgCN reacts with that. What happen here? Isocyanide is obtained. Instead of formation of a cyanide, isocyanide is obtained. Okay. When potassium cyanide reacts with alkyl halide, a cyanide is obtained. When silver cyanide is reacted with the same alkyl halide, isocyanide is obtained. What's the difference and why it happens like that way? That we have to explain here. Here, if we go to explain that the thing, what is this example? Why happens like that way? K, C, triple bond N. Like this situation is there, a negative charge and positive charge. As potassium having less electropositive compared to silver, and in case of a silver, we can explain simultaneously here. Sorry, here the bond, here is the ionic bond is there, but in case of silver and carbon there is a covalent bond is there. Why covalent bonding is formed? Because there is a electronegativity difference between silver and carbon atom is very, very less. As electronegativity difference is less, there will be a covalent character will be more. In case of this, electronegativity difference between potassium and carbon is more. As a result, the ionic character will be more, and the bond will break here, and as a result, the carbon will attack this C2H5, or C2H5 will react from a carbon side. Okay, this cyanide is a ambidentate. It is an ambidentate nucleophile is there. Why it is called as ambidentate nucleophile? Because both these atoms having a pair of electron available for a donation. There are two atoms which can be used there to donate a pair of electron. Okay, so now therefore ionic bond is there, so carbon will react with the alkyl group. In case of this, as covalent bond is there, strong bond is there, so nitrogen will react with the alkyl group, so therefore isocyanide will form. Now the next one is potassium nitride. When alkyl halide reacts with the potassium nitride, so again the same thing will happen here also. In case of when alkyl halide reacts with the silver nitride, potassium nitride, again the bonding is stronger. As a result, the alkyl group will react with the nitrogen here. Here alkyl group react with the oxygen. So here we can take here example for seventh one. Suppose CH3 CH2 Br plus KON, sorry, here we get there a CH3 CH2O N double bond O. That is alkyl nitrate or ethyl nitrite. That will be ethyl nitrite. Okay. And in case of a last example, if suppose CH3CH2Br plus AzO and double bond O. Again the bonding is a covalent bonding. So nitrogen will use its pair of electron to form a group to react with the ethyl group CH3 and double bond O. Like this way nitro alkane will obtain.